I click through oftentimes to the slideshows that take me to, see some actor and what they're supposed to have looked like.
20 years ago.
20 years ago or 25 years later is
right.
really what it is. And you're trying to figure out if they're as good looking as they used to be. So what's this about?
First of all, thanks for clicking and for having me on the show. Yeah, so I'm very excited. I feel like we've been working on it for about a decade. We were merging Outbrain and Taboola, two great companies, to really building an alternative to bigger companies,
right.
Google and Facebook, and give advertisers choice. And by doing that, driving, hopefully, growth to journalism, publishers such as CNBC, partners of ours.
Okay, question for you. Are you profitable?
I am. Both of ours.
Both are profitable.
Yeah.
So the reason I ask that is you look at this digital media space right now on the publishing side,
yep.
and I'm thinking of Vice, and I'm thinking of Vox, and I'm thinking of BuzzFeed, I'm thinking of so many other players, many of which you power or you provide advertising services to, and they're not. What's the problem? Is there something fundamentally wrong about this model?
I think, first of all, we're still a small portion of the advertising space, right? We're $2 billion in revenue combined out of about $90 billion publishers make as a whole from banners and different sponsorships and so forth. So we're not the majority of that. We're still a small portion of that. And we hope to become bigger part so we can drive growth.
Right.
So I think, there's still more work to be done. But in general, I think it's a lot of transition. The cost structure perhaps needs to evolve. We're spending a lot of money creating content, and I'm not sure we're making enough money in return. So I think publishers need to make a lot more money for the content they create.
So, Adam, when you look at the behemoths in the industries, Google and Facebook, as you mentioned before, how are you able to even build a business and become profitable and make the money you make? Because we've heard that no one can compete with them. How have you been able to do that?
Well, I hope we can. I think, first, fundamentally, we're a very different type of company. We're not a consumer-facing company, which means that, we're very aligned with our partners, our publisher partners. If journalism grows, we grow. If they don't, we die. And I think that kind of makes us special and different in a world that's very regulated and people
right.
are always looking at those consumer companies. And two, it's a huge market.
But Adam, just to be fair, the reason that you want to combine is that you need to get a little bigger.
You have to.
You have to find ways to get bigger. And does that, as a result, put the publishers in a position where they won't get as good of a deal?
I think they get a better deal. I think that, one, we're going to have more auction, so more advertisers who hopefully will consider the open web and journalism beyond just
right.
Facebook and Google. And two, we're going to have more resources to invest in technology so we can drive better yields and performance. I would go on the record to say that publishers will, I believe, double and triple revenue over time with us.
Right, okay, different question for you. Hypothetical. Macon Delrahim is watching you on the show right now. He's the head of the Department of Justice's Antitrust Division, who's looking at Facebook and Amazon and Apple and all of these different companies and Google.
Yep.
He calls you up as a competitor, because this is how the Department of Justice operates, and says, do you feel that you are being put at a disservice in an illegal way by Facebook or Google? So are they, as competitors to you, doing something that is illegal in the marketplace? You would tell him what?
I tell them that I don't think they do anything bad to me directly, but they're doing something bad to people I love, publishers and the open web. And I feel like almost when I look at companies like Facebook who invented the share button, it's maybe about time they share a little more back. So it's time they send traffic to publishers. It's time they give advertisers a bit more data about stuff. So I don't think they do something bad to me directly.
But are they maintaining their monopoly?
Yeah, is that illegal to do what they're doing right now, or just tough competition?
It's a strong word. I think it's different competitive practice.
It's a disruption.
But is there something that they are doing to maintain whatever, if you believe that they have monopoly power, at a disservice to others, meaning in the classic way that you might look at years ago when people thought that Microsoft was bundling certain services together that made it harder for other competitors to do business?
I mean, look, you look at companies like Google, Facebook that are in charge of both driving revenue and audience to the same companies. So they are in some sort of a lock that they have to play nicely with them. So I just think it's a sensitive situation for everybody around them. So again, I don't know if it's legal or illegal,
right.
But I think that for companies that generate over $100 billion in revenue and worth hundreds of billions of dollars in revenue and market cap, it would be completely okay for them to give some of that back.